Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. I am DM and I am really excited about today's topic because it's something I get asked about a lot and I've come to be very passionate about, and that is confidence. So a lot of times when I was growing up, people would always say, you know, DM, you seem so confident. How are you so confident? What do you do? And when I was younger, I had absolutely no idea how to respond because I really wasn't doing anything to actively maintain or to build my confidence. But as you get older, life kind of hits you and you realize that literally every day there's something available to take a hit to your confidence. So I realized very quickly that it's important that not only are we building confidence, but we are maintaining the confidence that we already have. So I'm very excited. These are my top 10 confidence hacks. All right, hack number 1, get rid of the despite demon. What is the despite demon? This is what I'm talking about. So how many times have we heard, I always had an issue with my complexion growing up, but now I can see that I'm beautiful despite my complexion, or I am beautiful despite my weight or despite my size, or even I'm successful despite all the things that I've gone through in my past and the things that try to come against me, right? Ugh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It makes my skin crawl. And why? Because despite literally means regardless of, without regard to, or without being influenced by. So you're saying you're successful regardless of, or without regard to, or without being influenced by your past. And it's just not true. It's not possible. Without your past, your success wouldn't be what it is today. So we want to get in the habit of regarding ourselves or the things that we don't necessarily like about ourselves just yet, regarding them a little bit higher and being able to regard everything when it comes to building confidence and seeing that even those things that we don't really like or don't really appreciate just yet are a part of our beauty. So we're going to switch out the word despite, take that back, get rid of that demon, and we're going to switch it instead with especially because of. So I'm not successful despite my past. I'm successful especially because of my past. I'm not beautiful despite my complexion, especially because of my complexion. I'm beautiful especially because of my size. That's gonna get you thinking a little bit different about yourselves, especially regarding the things that you don't necessarily like just yet. All right, hack number 2. This is really easy and I call this seeking self. So anybody who knows me knows that I am slightly obsessed with self-evaluations. Like I want to evaluate everything. And maybe you don't need to be, quite as obsessed as I am, because at this point, I don't even know if that's healthy, but you can definitely benefit from giving yourself some thought about you. So maybe at the end of every day, just decompressing and figuring out, how do I feel about this day? What did I do? What was my motive for doing it? What did I want to accomplish and why? Hack number 3, I call this Mortal Kombat. And that's because confidence is literally going to require us going to war for our mental stability. So we are going to start returning every negative thought with a combating positive thought. No negative thought should go unchecked when it comes to personal thoughts about yourself, okay? And that's because we want to get out of the cycle of having negative thoughts and then them being allowed to lay dormant in our mind and then having negative feelings as a response to those negative thoughts. Instead, we want to change the cycle up a little bit and we want to have a negative thought and automatically return that with a positive thought. And then we can give our cognitive reasoning a chance to really decide what we really believe with ourselves. But that's also going to improve your emotional intelligence, because now your emotions will not be responding to every negative thought that just piles on top of the last one and just lays dormant in your head, okay? Hack number 4. This is called the gossip game. And it's called the gossip game because now we have gone to combat with those negative thoughts. We've gotten in the habit of returning those negatives with positives. And now it is so important that we start vocalizing those positive attributes. Give them life, because we think so many thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts throughout the day. It's impossible to remember all of your thoughts from yesterday, but most likely you probably remember the majority of the things that you actually said, whether you were placing an order somewhere or if you were just having a conversation with someone. You probably remember the things that you gave life to, the thoughts that you vocalized. And it's so important to do that about yourself, to start spreading only the best rumors about yourself. So let me give you an example of how the gossip game works with other people and then how it works with yourself. So let's say you're talking to friends and they're talking about somebody you don't know, and they end up saying, you know, she likes to sleep with people's husbands. Okay, so you don't know this person and you don't know if that's true. So moving right along, let's say a few weeks later, you meet that person. You may not even be thinking about the rumor, but let's say she says something to the effect of, you know, Denzel's so fine. We all love Denzel. Denzel's so fine. I don't care if he's married. I'd be his side piece. Red light automatically goes off, because now you're bringing into remembrance what you heard. So the slightest little thing that she said, even if it was a joke, has now got you to think about what you have already heard about her. Now, while that's a terrible principle in the real world, and it's a terrible thing that we kind of all do, it's a great principle for yourself. So you're going to start vocalizing things about yourself that you like about yourself. Like, DM, you are great at making YouTube videos. This is only my second one, so even if I don't really believe that yet, or if I don't know if it's true, the next time I post a video and someone makes a comment and says, this is done really well, or I really enjoyed this, it's automatically going to reaffirm that positive thing that I said about myself, and it's going to get me excited to make another one and to keep going. And the same thing will happen with you. Once you start reinforcing, you start making it a habit to say good things about yourself, they're automatically going to be reinforced, and then you'll start believing them. The rumors will start spreading all over your heart, all over your mind. You'll be believing it, and everybody around you will believe it too. So that's the gossip game. All right, hack number 5. I call this monkey see, monkey do. And this is basically giving compliments to other people as frequently as possible, because your confidence will respond and kind of do the same. So whether we know it or not, we all kind of give compliments based on the things that we value. It's just how we are. So when you start giving compliments, you're gonna realize 2 things. One, we give compliments based on the things that we already appreciate about ourselves. So the things that we already really do well. I'll give you an example. So when I go out and I see women who have their makeup done and who present themselves really well, I'm always super compelled to give them a compliment, because I like to do makeup. I know that it can get pricey. I know it takes time. So when I see someone else put in effort, I'm always like, yes, girl, like you did it. You look good, whatever. I love to compliment them. Another thing that you'll find when you give a compliment is that we give compliments based on the things that we admire, even if we don't have it together all like completely yet. So I have a sister. She's my sister-in-law, but I call her my sister. She is so ambitious. It is just amazing. She's so ambitious, and she always vocalizes these huge dreams. So she wants to do Broadway, she wants to do this, and she wants to do that. And when I tell you that she meets those dreams, like she executes, I'm always so quick to give her a compliment, because not only is she amazing and not only does she work hard, but I see in her something that I want for myself. I know that there's a lot of things that I want to do, ideas that I have, but I let my fear get control of me and I don't do it. So 2 things: when you compliment other people, you're going to compliment them and you're going to realize that that's something that you appreciate about yourself. So that's going to build confidence. And then you're going to be reminded that there's something that you want to do better, and that in turn will eventually build confidence, because now you're keeping yourself more accountable, if that makes any sense. Moving right along, we're doing a good job. So this hack number 6 is called off duty. I call this off duty because it's basically being able to take a little bit of a step back from just always being so tough, from the, never let them see you sweat mentality, being able to embrace your vulnerability and just honor your feelings. And I'll give you a personal example. So I have a cousin who I'm years apart from, but as I was growing up, I was able to see, some of her struggles, some of the things that she's gone through and really, really dealt with. And I've also been able to see her persevere and have victory over so many situations and have so many accomplishments, especially because of all the things that she's gone through in her past. You see what I did there? And she's so beautiful, so beautiful. Like, actually, the majority of the women in my family are beautiful, okay? They are bad. Like, but anyways, okay, back to the topic. But anyways, so we had our first fight, right? We had our first little argument. And during the argument, or afterwards, she texted me and was like, hey, I want to get together with you and my aunt and my uncle, which are my parents. And let's just, hash this out. So, evaluation DM over here. I'm like, yes, let's talk. Let's get it together. So she comes over, we're all talking, and she must have got upset during our conversation. She ended up saying, I don't even know why you're here. I don't care about you. All I care about is my relationship with my aunt and my uncle, which are my parents. So immediately, my knee-jerk reaction was get up, leave the room. And so immediately my husband followed me to the room, and he came in and he was like, why are you in here? Why did you leave? And all I could say to him was, cause at that moment, I realized that I left because my feelings were hurt, because this was someone who I really respected, somebody who I really valued. And in that moment, I did not feel valued or respected at all. And my feelings were hurt. And so I left the room as if to say, well, I don't care about you either. And if you don't want me here, you're not going to see how I react to what you just said. You're not going to get the chance to see me hurt. And that was my knee-jerk reaction. So I decided to, honor my feelings and to go back into the room. And I wasn't no punk, but I was able to express to her that I definitely was impacted by what you said. It hurt my feelings. I didn't expect it from you, and I was disappointed. And while we didn't leave okay that day, and the situation wasn't really resolved, I still felt so much better than when I had previously left the room, because I felt like I honored myself, I honored my feelings, and now I know I've done all that I can do. And so when you get into the habit of honoring your feelings, you'll see that you start building a character of all you can do. So when friendships don't work or relationships don't work, or when someone says something hurtful about you, you're able to realize I have the character that would have done everything that I could have possibly done, that would have been able to communicate exactly how I feel and would have been authentic. Because believe it or not, when something happens that make you toughen up, it has already happened, despite if you respond authentically or inauthentically. So it's already done. The damage is already done, but how you respond to it is gonna make the world of difference on your confidence, okay? By the way, don't come from my cousin and no comments or anything like that. She's wonderful. So, that's my cousin. All right, moving right along. Hack number 7. I call this flashcard flex. And this is really simple and straight to the point, but flashcard flex basically requires you to write down the things that you love about yourself on a flashcard. Or if you like self-help books like me, anything that you learn and want to keep yourself accountable for, write it on a flashcard, post it on your mirror or maybe on your window like I do. So when you look out into the beautiful downtown, I get to see not only my beautiful view and God's creation, but I'm reminded that these things on the window are things that help me be that beautiful creation as well. So that's something really, really simple for you. Hack number 8, D-Day. It is so important when you're building confidence to make everyday decision day, okay? Start getting used to making decisions, because when you do not make decisions and you're indecisive, and that's how I am a lot of times, and this is something I really have to put into practice, but when you are indecisive, it shows that you value other people's experience and opinions that bring them to their decisions much more than you value your own. And that's just not good for your mindset. It's not good for your self-esteem. So you want to make sure that you start building confidence in the decisions that you're making, and start making decisions that you can be accountable for. Stop asking people for their opinion. All right, hack number 9 is probably my most favorite, while simultaneously being the one that I absolutely hate the most, because it's what I struggle with the most. Hack number 9 is called skirt skirt. And that reminded me of that dance, like throw it up and then, did I do it right? Okay, no, but seriously, so skirt skirt, go the other way, take a detour, do something different. It's not working out for you. Stop feeling the need to always respond to negativity. We have all been in a situation where a story is being told with our name in it, and we don't feel like the story is being told quite right. Then we feel like if we could just tell our side of the story, we can provide clarity for everybody, and then boom, the situation ends. Newsflash, situations do not end because of an abundance of explanation or an abundance of clarity. Situations end because of a lack of attention. Stop giving so much attention to every negative word that's said about you, every negative thing that comes against you. It just doesn't deserve it. And what you're going to start seeing when you make it a habit to do that, you're going to start seeing situations do end without your say so, without your side, without trying to prove to people that you're not who they think they are. They just end. And you're going to have more confidence and realize that life goes on and I'm still strong. Even if such and so heard that story and they think this way about me, I'm still strong. So skirt, go the other way, okay? Skirt. All right? Scurry along. Guys, we have made it to hack number 10. Hack number 10 is what I call perfect pronouns. And that is allowing they and them to be responsible for their actions rather than taking everything so personally, okay? I used to be a take everything personally bandit, okay? Bandits, all right? I was like, if it happened to me, if I experienced it, it was about me. And that's just not the reality. The reality is that there is only room for one person in a personal situation. And usually that person is the person who caused the action, the person who committed the action. So stop taking things so personally and allow they and them, our perfect pronouns, to be able to take responsibility for their actions and the things that they do. Even if it concerns you, it's about you. If you didn't do it, you can't control it. So our perfect pronouns, they and them, are to the rescue to take responsibility for their own actions, okay? So just a really quick recap, we have hack number 1, which is get rid of the despite demon, okay? We're replacing despite with especially because of. Hack number 2, we are seeking self, all right? We are doing self-evaluations to get to know the real us. Hack number 3, Mortal Kombat. We are combating every negative with a positive reaction. Hack number 4, the gossip game. We are vocalizing those positive thoughts that we have about ourselves and spreading only the best rumor to ourselves about ourselves. Hack number 5. This is monkey see, monkey do. So you are giving frequent compliments to other people and watching how your confidence responds and kind of, follow suit. Hack number 6 is off duty. So taking time out, taking a break to stop feeling the need to be tough all the time and embracing your vulnerability and just being able to really honor your true feelings. Hack number 7 is my flashcard flex and writing down all the things you love about yourself and posting it in a mirror or in a window or anything that reflects something beautiful. Hack number 8 is D-Day, making every day decision day, learning to respect and take responsibility for the decisions that you make. Hack number 9, my absolute favorite, also the one that I absolutely hate, skirt, okay? Skirt off. When negativity is coming to you, you go the other way. Stop feeling the need to always respond. And hack number 10, guys, are our perfect pronouns, they and them, allowing them to take responsibility for their actions. Everything is not for you to take personally, okay? Most things are not for you to take personally. Made it. I know it's a little bit of a lengthy video, but we did it. We're here. We made it. Hopefully this was super helpful. I want to hear from you guys though. What are the hacks that you guys think that you're going to struggle with the most? What are going to be the hardest for you? Which ones are you already really good at? Like, just talk to me. If you need to find me on Instagram, I'm at the DM Watson. That's TheeDM Watson. Okay, I want to hear from you. I want to have some conversation. And if you enjoyed this video and you feel like they're going to help you in any way, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and I really appreciate y'all. All right, bye.